want to address one question quickly because they say that they're struck with the mild language we're using about the administration's misdeeds, and in your favor, they say "and's a bit, gloves off." So I want to point out that this is a webinar that's co-sponsored with the Society of Environmental Journalists. There are many different views in the journalism community about activism, about other things, and SEJ's role, and Emily, you can explain this if I mess this up, but the role is to be as down the middle as possible, as fair to all sides as possible, to not present any sort of bias. So we've been very cautious in the way that we've approached this, and that's why I said at the top that this was not a debate. This was simply a discussion about the issues.
Well, let me interject there since you've invoked SEJ, and I'm a member of the SEJ board. I feel pretty confident in saying that SEJ's overall position is that journalists should have editorial independence and be able to report accurately and factually without interference that might affect that. I don't know that fair or balanced necessarily appear in our position on how journalism should be conducted. I think we're in favor of truth.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and then yes, but definitely within SEJ's membership and leadership, there's a lot of differing opinions about how to do that even now.
So simply, we're just trying to be as even-handed as possible.
Can I say a word about gloves off? So I struggle with this. I just want to say, and I imagine that that Jim and Michael do too. I have traditionally viewed my role as being sort of a neutral talking head expert type. And I've found it increasingly hard with this administration. And so my gloves have come off a bit. I will say just the one thing that illustrates this best for me is if the administration won't acknowledge the greatest environmental existential threat to humankind, it's very hard for me to then sit back and be neutral about it. And I do kind of try, and I worry sometimes that I go over the edge. But I try to be truthful at least.
Well, and the other part of